The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Back of the Domino's postgame report as Carson-Newman collects a dominant 52-7 win over the UVA Wise Highland Cavaliers. I'm Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Clowney. Mike, not too many games where you start with a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage, even fewer when it's a defensive touchdown. But that set the tone, and 28 first quarter points. It was Katie Barr to the door for your first 45-plus point road win since 2016. What did you see from your team in an utterly dominant performance today on the road?
You know, I was proud of them the way they came out and responded today. You know, it was good to see someone else make some of those critical errors that we made early in the season to kind of give us short fields and easy scores. But the good thing was our guys were there. They were able to take advantage of those situations, and that touchdown from Will Johnson at the beginning of the game, I think we did a good job of setting the tone for the entire football game for us.
I think if you were to look at the total yards, you see that Carson-Newman only gained 308 and think, what on earth? What happened in this game? Well, your average drive start was Wise's 47. Won the field position battle. Wise had 7 3-and-outs plus 3 turnovers. Defensively, the performances continue to be special. What did you see from that side of the football today?
You know, that's one thing we talked about. You know, those guys need a complete effort. And I thought they did that up front. I thought guys did a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage. You know, I thought our guys on the back end did a good job of seeing things that were going to happen, anticipating throws, and then being able to make plays off of it.
Will Johnson, pick 6 to start the game. Major Williams had a scoop and score. Kendall Williams had his first pick of the season. We've talked a lot about the defensive front and the sacks that it has gotten, but it was your back end that was the star of the show today. What did you see from your DBs?
You know, that's why we've been super proud of them, being able to get to the quarterback. And the thing that does a lot of times, like when you don't get there, it can, you know, force quarterback to make the bad decisions. You know, I know Coach Slade will be proud of this because we've talked to our guys and challenged them, you know, about creating and forcing turnovers. And so we'll be able to get out of this game, I think, at least a +3 today.
The offensive play. A lot of different guys were involved. Jalen Washington catches his first career touchdown pass, and it goes down as the 7th longest reception in school history. Eli Davis finds the end zone. A little Anderson County connection from Walker Martinez in the 4th quarter. How proud are you of the involvement of so many different guys offensively?
I'm super proud. I mean, we've been a little bit slower, you know, getting started than we wanted to be offensively, but it's just fun watching our guys now. They kind of have a concept of what we're doing, where we're trying to go, and how to achieve things and get things done, to watch them be able to create situations for themselves to be successful.
The yards per catch are off the charts in this one. Zane Whitson only completed 10 passes. They were for more than 190 yards. Second straight game where he's gotten the nod as your starting quarterback. What did you see from him today?
You know, I thought he did a good job. He's really composed. I thought he did a good job of leading the offense. You know, Zane's continued to learn to communicate. You know, guys are getting behind him and making plays for him.
The tone we talked about a little bit was set in that first quarter with the pick 6, but you had short field after short field. How critical was that in the outcome today?
I mean, it's super critical. I mean, being able to take advantage of those. You know, it's always great when you have success and not have to overly work too hard to get it. And so, like, we were able to do that a lot of the times today. You know, with them, you know, kind of, you know, what we kind of decisions on bringing the ball out of the end zone on some kicks. But our guys did a great job of covering, getting guys tackled.
Again, kind of alluded to it. First 45-point win on the road since a 47-0 shutout of Brevard in 2016. First time since 2017 that Carson-Newman football has had a winning record away from Berktar Stadium. When you look at what happened, the lightning delay at ETSU, the struggles at Limestone, how proud are you of this team to gather back in and put together, especially here at Newberry, some really high-level performances away from home, which is always difficult to do in a league as talented as the SAC.
You know, when you're trying to put a program together, I think that's one of the big indicators of, like, you know, how good you can be and how far you can go is, you know, can you focus and win on the road. That's like for us, day trip over here, traveling. You know, I mean, our guys have been up since 5 o'clock this morning to get over here, but just to not let there be a distraction, but be a motivating point for them to be able to come out and play well. You know, one big thing I remember last year going on the board, there's a point to where we hadn't won a game on the road late in the season, and then just watch them to be able to own that, kind of learn from it, and be able to transition that into this season.
Back-to-back wins. You're back home at the banks of Mossy Creek. We don't have confirmation yet on who you play. There's only one scenario where it's not Catawba, but not every game has gone final. But you could end up playing Wingate in the final game of the seaon, if it's Limestone versus Mars Hill for the SAC title. We don't know that yet. What's the mindset, the attitude like to try to close this thing out with either the Indians or Bulldogs?
You know, with kind of scenarios coming out earlier in the week, you know, that's a big thing that we try to be as prepared for both of those situations as possible, knowing that the Catawba, you know, I'd say was the more likely because there's 3-1 that we would play to them on the scenarios. And so big thing for us now is just kind of enjoy this win and figure out what happens with other people and then figure out what we need to do to try to find success next week.
Mike Clowney, pleasure as always. Congrats on a massive one over the Highland Cavaliers.
Thank you.
It's Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Clowney. We're back with more on the Domino's postgame report after this on the Eagle Sports Network.